Hey, YouTube, what's going on? Yeah, don't adjust your screens. I did shave quite drastically, matter of fact. Um, this is too hot. And knowing I was going to be playing hockey for 3 hours, there's no way I was going to sweat that much. So, yeah, I just meant to trim it down slightly. And I got in a fight with the Clippers, and the Clippers won. So, this is the result. But today's Sunday. Yesterday was my last day to enter my 400 subscriber contest. I couldn't be more than happy with the number of people who did responses, not only comments but and also videos. Um, if you didn't know, the contest was just to list basically your Mount Rushmore of comic creators, whether artists, writers, inkers, whoever you thought is in your top four of comic creators. I didn't go over mine in the announcement for the contest, but I'll do them now. Um, no particular order really, but excuse me. Growing up, this is one of the first books that I had. Excuse me. My mother purchased for Christmas for me the collector's box from J.C. Penney's, and I fell in love with this book. And when I see it, I always buy it. But obviously, later on, understanding creators and artists and stuff, I definitely discovered Mike Grell. So Karate Kid #1 is probably one of the first comic books I ever owned, and I read this way too many times probably. I just got a little nick on the corner, but it's still in pretty good shape for much as I read it. Mike Grell's done so much good stuff. Obviously, I collect his Warlord stuff, Green Arrow. I have his John Sable run. I have a full run of Karate Kid. So yeah, definitely one of artists I loved growing up. I think everybody has their their own Batman. When you think of Batman, everything is like what Batman looks like to you, whether it's Neil Adams or even later some Kelly Jones stuff, or there's a bunch of different artists that did Batman. But when I think of my Batman, um, growing up, this is the book that I had. This is my actual, probably my first comic book I ever owned, and I loved it. And this is the actual real cover to that book, since mine doesn't have one. But obviously, the artist on that is Jim Aparo. I mean, this was my Batman. When I colored Batman in the coloring book, this is how I colored him, with the gray, the yellow, the blue. So yeah, so that's my Batman. And I have this nice Legends of the Dark Knight Jim Aparo book here. It's just so much great stuff in here. So much great artwork in there. Yeah, let's see if I can find some really good stuff in here. There's all kinds of good stuff in here. Yeah, there's some good cover work there. So yeah, so that's when I think of Batman. That's the costume I really like. So yeah, Jim Aparo is my second artist. My third artist is probably one that I grew up with the most, and not really um, knowing who he was until later on in life, and not probably too many people have really heard of, but is Paul Neary. So these are the two first comic books I actually remember buying off the rack. 280, 298, 299 Captain America. And he did the art in all these books. And basically the run that I collected after this, he did all the artwork for that. And unfortunately he just recently passed away a couple months ago, which is very unfortunate. But let's take a peek inside. So try to make a good, nice little page in here. Yeah, it really. I mean, I read these books. So I bought these. I was going on vacation with my brother to go visit my aunt. So I took this with me for a long weekend, and I probably read these 3 or 4 times that weekend. So yeah, so definitely Paul Neary is on that list for me. Obviously, more of the nostalgic side of it, and then finding out later on he actually did the inking for The Authority, which is another book and characters that I really enjoy. So yeah, so that's number 1, 2, and 3, or I guess 2, 3, and 4. And number 1 is probably no no surprise looking over my shoulder here in these 4 posters of the one and only Jack Kirby. So some books that I love of his, obviously New Gods, Mr. Miracle, seems like a fan favorite, Commandy, Forever People, and probably my favorite cover of all time is the Demon #1 by anybody. It's probably my favorite cover out of anybody by far. So yeah, so those are my 4. If you notice over my shoulders, the 11-day power play jersey. This is from last year. Like I said, we played Friday night, well, Friday morning, 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. It was a blast. I got to play with my son, which is just a treat to watch him play and how much he's grown over the years and how his game has progressed. And he actually loves and he thrives on it. It's just pissing off older guys when they play. My son's 16. He's playing against guys in their 30s and 40s, and he just pisses them off. They think they're going to go out there and have a fun time and a good time and just a relaxed time. And my son don't let him do that. That's funny. But he scored quite a bit, which is fun to watch him. So that was a great time. I think they're over 1.5 million so far for this year. I think their goal is they're trying to get to like 1.7, which I don't see them not hitting that. So it's all for cancer research and other cancer related charities and Make-A-Wish Foundation. They've sent, I think, over 2,000 kids to their Make-A-Wish dreams, and it's just a great part to bring your event to be a part of over the past 3 years. I was second day I was way more sore than the first day. I'm going to be honest. After the first hour, I didn't think I was going to make it. I was hurting. Drinking that beer before the game probably was not a good idea. But second and third period, I kind of settled in and skated a little better and didn't score a goal, but I had some really good shots on goal, made some really nice passes. So that's what it's all about, though. Just having out there and having fun, hanging out with your buddies and shooting the shit and playing some hockey. So before I go over the prizes, I'm going to go over everybody who entered. No particular order. There was a little bit of maybe slight miscommunication on some of the rules, but I kind of adjusted them slightly to kind of make it fair for everybody. Basically, obviously, we wanted to either make a comment on that video, a comment entry, not just a plain comment. So if you did a comment, because I know a lot of people don't make videos, so I want to give them an opportunity to at least enter the contest by making just a comment. So if you left a comment entry and made a video, you got 2 entries. And obviously, if you made a video or did a donation or a comment, you can get a variety of that way. But what I made an exception for, and one of the other rules was you had to be a current subscriber, not, hey, I'm going to subscribe to you and then I'm going to do this contest. But trust me, I appreciate all the new subscribers I've gotten from the video. And people have commented that they've watched other videos and then came over to my channel, which I love. So I didn't want to leave those people out. So I'll explain that once we get further down into the prizes. So no particular order. First off the bat was PJ Zombie. Me and Josh have been friends. I know he didn't want to say my name, but I had no problem saying his name. We've been friends on this YouTube deal for a lot of years now. We haven't met yet, but I'm hoping maybe change that next couple of weeks. But we'll see. Another great guy, great hauls, great content. Member of the YouTube Comic Book Community Facebook League or Fantasy Football League. Next up is Higgy Pop Comics. Everybody knows Higgy. He needs no introduction. Next up is Metarog. He did a comment entry and a video. And he's just another great guy. He's just so many great books. So he gets 2 entries. Alex Big Blue, another guy that I've communicated with over the years. A lot of great stuff. I love his choose your choose your favorite one or choose which one wins, whether it is his Ollie's packs. Those are pretty good videos. So he gets 2 entries. Solid for ST Ben Shannon. He's another guy that he really needs no introduction. So many great books. He has probably costed me more money than anybody on YouTube. The stuff he shows. I used to, like, every time I watched a video when I was, years back, I would just keep a pad of paper and, oh, I want that book. I want that book. I need that book. So yeah, just so many great stuff. He has also did a comment and a video, so he gets 2 entries. Now this guy, next guy, I saw his channel around for years, and it probably took me, oh God, forever to realize that his channel was just his. I'm assuming his name is Richard, spelled backwards. So I don't like my brother's name is Richard. So I'm like, why would I not poke that up? But I can't pronounce Richard backwards, but I'm going to butcher it, but I'm saying like draw. I can't even say it. Whatever Richard spelled backwards, comics and things. I'm not even gonna try to butcher it. But like I said, I've seen his videos a bunch of times. You've seen him in a bunch of live stuff, and like I said, I don't know why it took me forever to realize. It's just, I don't know. I guess I'm not that bright. But he gets 2 entries. Slim's Collection, Food and More. Another great guy. He watches a bunch of my videos, always comments. Great guy. I love all his videos. He does comics, he does sports cards, he does food, he does all kinds of stuff. GL Lantern Comics, another guy who's relatively new to the community. I watch a bunch of his videos. I think I saw him from Higgy's channel. Jumped over there, checked him out. Really good guy. Under the Cowl of MS, he was actually one of the guys who did a video and made a donation, which is greatly appreciated to help the cause. So he gets 2 entries. I've watched a bunch of his videos. He does comics and stuff. He does a lot of preview stuff, and he does a lot of videos just on commenting his day-to-day stuff with dealing with MS, which is just amazing. Next guy up is Lettuce Comics, another guy I'm relatively new to. Huge Captain America fan like I am. I messaged him a while back, let him know I do have some Captain America bash issues for him from Volume 1. So just shoot me a message over on Instagram again, get your address, and I'll definitely send those out to you. Guy I'm not too familiar with, but I'm definitely. I don't know if I've checked him out yet, or if he does videos or not. But Aquaman 1054, he made a comment entry, so he gets 1 entry. Lead Paint 1. These are ones I don't really know too much about. Cream City Comics 708. I said these are guys that are all made comment entries, and I'm not gonna go over who they said or what their entries were, but if you want to go back in the video, you want to see who their Mount Rushes are, feel free to just jump back over to that video and watch. JCP 61570. Just, it's King Joe, man. Everybody knows King Joe. I've had a chance to meet King Joe a couple times in real life, have lunch, spend a day with him. Him and his family, had some dinner. But yeah, really great guy. Been around forever. Also, a fantasy football alumni. So Joe, if you want to get back in, let me know. We got spots. Yeah, he did comment entry. Mr. Rigor Morris, I think he leaves the longest comments on anybody's videos. And just as long as his comments are, his videos are just as long. So if you've got a couple hours to spare, jump over to his channel and get some entertainment there. Tats Comics, another guy who's been around for a while. Great content. Really good artist. Definitely check him out. Another guy, Joe 1977-2008, did a comment entry. I said if I haven't checked your channel out, I definitely will try to see if you have videos and watch them there. Dr. Von Chilla, another guy who doesn't need really too much introduction. Great guy in the community. So many good videos. And then lastly, for the comment entries is Tom Ryan. Tom Ryan's another good guy. Another fantasy football guy. We comment and talk to each other quite a bit. Stuff we picked up, and we've shared some stuff over the last few years, which are just awesome. He did some great videos lately on some stuff he got at a estate sale. Whew, wow, we did some good books there. So yeah, so those are all the ones that are going to be entered as far as winning or chance to winning the top 2 prizes. So like I said, there's other people who just commented. So I guess maybe they didn't really understand the contest, but I figured, you know what, I'm going to include them, but only in the third place prize. So those are listed separately, and those are from Heroes to Icons, God is Great 8462, I Am Fanboy Prime, JR-CM7DQ, Surf Blue 7336. I think he's a guy. I don't know. I watched his videos. I think he lives in Erie, PA. If I'm thinking that's the same guy. But yeah, I watched a bunch of his videos. Robert Harrison, I've been watching a couple of his videos. A Comic Book Worm, and Just Your Average Geeks. So those group of there are going to be entered into the third place only. They didn't do a video. They didn't do an entry comment. They just commented on the video. So what I did was I put everybody's listen order, put a number passed by everybody's name, and these ones got a letter. So instead of pulling your full name, if I pull your number, that's how you're going to win. So what is the question? 16 minutes in, this is what you have the option of winning. So whoever gets pulled first will have the pick of the prizes, and then winner 2 will have the pick of the remaining, and then obviously whoever's last is last, gets whatever's left. So basically, like I said, in honor of one of my artists, Paul Neary, I'm going to be, this is one of the prize, Authority number 1. That's one prize. Another prize you can win is The Last Days of the Justice Society of America. This is the trade. This is basically there's a 4-part miniseries which I have the single issues of, and there's a bunch of Secret Origins issues dealing with the characters from the JSA. So that's another prize. Keeping with some things that I like. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Hawkman, so issues 1 through 6 of the Rann-Thanagar War. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So yeah, so now, and actually I have a 4th prize. You're saying, well, there's 3 places, but I'm giving the option of a 4th prize. The 4th prize is this nice little stack of Captain America books. There's some volume 1 stuff in here, some other volume stuff in here. But yeah, just a nice collection of Captain America books. And also Captain America's Secret Wars figure. I don't have the shield, but the figure itself is in really good shape. I have my original, which I'm not giving up, but I picked this up in a collection. So that's part of the prize too. So we have 4 prizes to choose from. 3 places, 4 prizes. So yeah. So I'm going to tip my trusty hat. All the numbers in here. So if you have 2 entries, there's actually 2 numbers. So there's like 2 of 3, 2 4s. You get the idea. Not that hard a concept to really do. So first place prize gets the pick. This one right here. Number 8, GL Lantern Comics. Number 8. You get the choice of whatever prize you want. So yeah, that's great. So good luck to him, or congratulations to him rather. So second place, I said once he chooses, you'll have the choice. So let's dig down kind of deep here. This guy right here was this. Number 19, Tom Ryan. Number 19. Congratulations to him. And I'm going to put these guys in here for third place. I'm going to put those in there. Shake everybody up. Oh, don't fall out. Let me fall out. So for third place, which is anything, it's going to be anything of the 2 remaining prizes, will go to this guy right here. Who's this? Number 4, Alex Big Blue. Congratulations to him. So yeah. So we got GL Lantern Comics, Tom Ryan, and Alex Big Blue. Those are your 3 winners. So I'd like to again thank everybody who participated in the contest. To me, if I can give every one of you a prize, I definitely would. I bet you at some point in time in my life, I will probably be sending a lot of you prizes. I know I've sent some stuff to Higgy. I've sent stuff to Metarog. PJ Zombie I've sent stuff to. So, if you communicate enough with me at some point, there's a good chance you'll probably get something from me. So yeah, that's one thing I like. If I can't find something for me, I always try to find something for somebody else, and hopefully at some point they would do the same for me. So yeah, so please try to get a hold of me as soon as you can. You can either get a hold of me here on Instagram under the same name, or if you have some people might already have my email, my Facebook, my text message. Get a hold of me that way. So yeah, so once again, thanks everybody for entering. Thanks for your comments, your donations. I think it's wonderful. This community is the best ever. So yeah, so that's all. This one. We'll see you next one. Thanks. Bye.